right, Revolutionary War Zone, whenever you're ready to begin, you may go ahead.
Hello, I am Brent, your Chief Architect of the Amusement Park Revolutionary War Zone. This park is highly educational with many sights to see. We have 5 main buildings: pre-war, issues with Great Britain, the Revolutionary War Zone, and post-war. In the center of our park, we have the Memorial Fountain. On the fountain, it will have the names of the soldiers who died in the Revolutionary War. Finally, we have the multi-purpose center where you can eat and shop.
Hi, I'm Lillian Peters. I'm going to tell you about the planning and design. We read books and to figure out the time period, when the war began and ended, and different battles of the war. Floor plans I helped to make, and we looked up information to go on the floor plans about what's in each building and tried to make them neat and they make sense in scale.
Hi, I'm Brandon. I made sure that everything in the ADA was required. I made sure that all the bathroom stalls opened out and that people with wheelchairs could fit inside. I had handicapped parking in the stalls. You can bring or buy food because of allergies. There are big enough paths for people with wheelchairs and crutches. There is picnicking for people with wheelchairs by the stage, and there are water fountains and telephones for people with wheelchairs.
I'm going to talk about the exterior features of the park. Like, we have water fountains. The Memorial Fountain has all the names. The stage here has reenactments like Paul Revere's Ride. And we have tents over here with reenactors, and we also have for the kids we have the sleepovers that you can sleep over in the tent and you can make breakfast on the fire. And we have the garden over here with lots of trees and bushes.
Hi, I'm Connor, and I was the general contractor, and I bought the materials and everything. And I'm going to talk about the logistics. We have bathrooms in every building, so that if you ever have to use the bathroom, you can just go in at whatever building you're in. We have places where you can grab maps in all languages if you're from another country and speak another language. We have sign language interpreters, so if you're blind or something, they can, deaf or something, you can talk to those. We have trash cans all over the park, so there's not as much litter all over the park. We have free Wi-Fi, so if you ever need to look up something to see if it's true about the park, you can just look it up on your phone or something. There are plenty of water fountains all around the park, in every building. Now I'm going to talk about the pre-war, which is this building right here. In the pre-war museum, we have videos of what people would fight about leading up to the war. There's a lot of old-time cups and pots and stuff from when Revolutionary times, and there would be a picture of people who started standing up to Britain. As an example would be Samuel Adams.
Hi, I'm Michael, and the building I'm going to be doing is Issues with Great Britain. The building focuses on what started the war. One example is taxes. It will have hands-on activities and fun for the ages. Some amazing features in this building are Braille for the blind and a model of the Boston Tea Party, and a paper that was sent to the colonies for taxes. It also has tablets that describe the printing of ambushes, to describe the paintings of ambushes that the blue coats did on the red coats that caused the war.
A war zone museum, which is this right here. Some facts you will learn is that the war lasted a year and a half. You'll learn about the clothing, weapons, and battle facts, like the Battle of Saratoga, and the Battle of Breed's Hill.
We also have the post-war, that is just how life was after the war. So like if you don't really like action, you could go to the post-war and it would just be like life and like just how people ate and yeah.
The final building that we have really, that's not the parking garages, is the multi-purpose right here. In this multi-purpose center, we have a Paul Revere Midnight Ride game where you ride on a real horse that's on a treadmill. We switch out the horse every hour or so it can rest and have food and water. It also has a great food court where they have only colonial time foods, but like I think Brandon said, you can bring your own food if you don't want the colonial time food. Another feature we have in the multi-purpose center is a tea room where you can have tea with the misters and misses. There's also a reenactment center where you can see a red coat and a blue coat like fight or argue. And then next to the multi-purpose is the stage, which you can see reenactments just as you can inside of the multi-purpose center. You can also have like kids go up and play on there if they want to and reenact what they want.
All right, let's give them a round of applause. All right, let's start with questions from adults. Are all of your buildings one story?
Except for the parking garages.
Did you have any idea did you guys talk about ticket prices at all?
It's a free park, I think.
It's a free park, but you have to pay for parking.
Okay.
Normally like $5 to $6 for parking.
They'll get it all.
What's the scale of your building?
Our scale is 1 inch to 10 feet.
Is there a certain flow that you use? Like, how did you design which building went where?
Well, we kind of put the memorial fountain in the middle of all the buildings, so except the multi-purpose center. Yeah, so all the like museum type buildings, we centered it. We centered the fountain right in the middle.
What are these two buildings on here? Looks like?
Parking garages.
Okay.
You mentioned that you would have maps available. Do you have like a welcome area, or where would they be available?
There would be like once they walk through the gate.
And we also have an information desk in the multi-purpose center.
Where's the entrance to the park?
Right here.
Okay.
All right, you may call on a couple students if you'd like.
Ethan.
You said you have names of soldiers that died in the war on the fountain. The fountain looks pretty small.
That doesn't sound like a question.
Oh,
This is like criticism.
Yeah, well, we have bricks, right here, so, there will be at least 1 to maybe 10 names on each brick, so. It's a big brick.
Questions only.
John?
In the tent sleepover thing, do you do background checks on your employees, because that's a little bit risky?
Yes.
Yes, we do.
Okay.
Tyler?
What is the price for admission to the tent sleepover here?
It's all free, just have to pay for parking.
It's just for schools though.
Yeah.
Tents. You can't just have.
John?
Now, would the parents stay with the kids in the tents, or would you just drop off your kids there?
It depends if you want to. If you want to, well, you can get into the park and leave your kids there if you want to, but you could also stay there.
All right, let's give them another round of applause. Thank you very much.